My name is Rit Tran. That's my state given name. And my birth name is Somanarith Tran. I came here to Satyagraha retreat. I didn't expect anything. There was no expectations. I just came with open heart, open mind, and I received what I needed to receive here. And what did I receive? Well, many things. Clarity, a purpose, a mind. And there's an individual purpose or a worldly purpose, you name it. And I received quite a bit, companionship or more. Received more friends here, I guess, call it. More relatives, as the Lakota says. And I learned that we're all in this together. It's not an individual movement for peace, for nonviolence. Not one single person can move forward what needs to be done. And so my story begins when I was in Vietnam. I was born in Vietnam, South Vietnam, in a small town, a farming town, and also close to the ocean. And when I was about 3 or 4 years old, my village was attacked by the Viet Cong. So this was in the 80s. This after the Vietnam War. The war wasn't over when the TV reports it over, or the newspaper says it's over. The war continues on each continent, or anywhere where there's conflict, north and south. And so that night, I guess, our village was attacked, and the family scrambled to gather the belongings to flee for safety. And I was left, I guess, alone, left behind. And that was something I had to live with for a long time, make peace with, I guess, with God, with myself, with my family. And I struggled to find what was the reason why I was separated from them. I thought the family was supposed to stay together, A family is supposed to love you. But I guess there's other plans for me from God. And that is to find my true self again in all the midst of conflict and violence I witnessed, experienced as a child. And I seen people dying in front of me, get blown up, landmines. And so I still hold it with me as a child. I guess I still get emotional and talk about it. And so I have to be strong to share what I went through. And then a friend, getting back to the village when we were attacked, I guess a friend of the family picked me up, put me on his back to flee for safety, maybe to a refugee camp in Thailand that was like 2,000 miles away. And it was a long walk for days and days. Seemed like never end. And during the walk, I guess I experienced what it is to be homeless. What it is to be hungry. What it is to be thirsty. And so it's by a couple of months walk in the jungle, seeking shelters under trees and brushes. Always be wary of the safety of others. And then I guess we arrived in the refugee camp in Thailand. It's called Site 2 Refugee Camp. And I was put in a family, another family, since I didn't have my family of my own. And I think I stayed in the refugee camp for 2 years, about 2 years, until Catholic Charities of Dallas, Texas, sponsored me under their unaccompanied refugee minors program to be adopted out to an American family for a better life. And so I arrived in Dallas around 1989. And so I lived in two foster families while I was in Texas. Yeah, the first foster family lost their job. We had to move out to Missouri. And so I was put in another family. And the second family I was American single foster mother. Yeah, she was a first grade teacher, and she tried as best as she can raise me. And so I was blessed to have the opportunity to live a life with the basic needs. It was way different than Vietnam was. I just had to readjust to the new culture. And since I was a kid, I was able to adjust quickly to learning the language, new language. And now went to finish high school. Well, I graduated and then went to college, 4-year college. Got a bachelor's in public health, community health, or health promotions, depending on what university you go to. And now I'm currently a Texas Wesleyan graduate student in the family counseling program. And I guess my mission is to help those who has experienced trauma, life-changing trauma, and needing help to recover from that. Well, I guess you never really heal from anything that traumatic. It's always an everyday, I guess, struggle. So, Texas Wesleyan University, I'm starting pretty much a peace group, peacemakers, called Peacemakers, which is under the umbrella of the Satyagraha, the bigger institute. Right now I'm having a retreat with. So I'm taking the ideas that are given here and bringing them back home and utilize it with the group that I am forming, hoping to form with other students in the university. And so slowly we are beginning to build a conscious group of peacemaking, nonviolence group in Dallas-Fort Worth. And our first, pretty much, goal is, or I'm wanting to teach about inner peace, what it is, what inner peace is. Because in order to, like Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see in this world, you have to be the peace, to see the peace in this world. So I've been through all those experiences of non-peace. So I know now what to focus on, that is true peace for myself and for all in this world. And that is my greater mission, my personal mission. And I will talk about peace, inner peace, spreading peace to others until I die here, until I leave this earth. And that's all I have to share. I thank you all for listening. Peace be with you.